Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Rangers. This is Rusty 78609, leaving Brackettville, Texas, on my way to Del Rio, and I'm trying to get see that upper right thing. That's this thing up here. This is the radar for straight ahead in the Chevy Bolt electric vehicle, and yeah, that's for the cruise control, the super smart cruise control, and it's a big thing there, and I can't hardly get it. If I get that out of the picture, then you got more of the dash, so we'll just go with this. But what I want to talk about this morning is what? Well, not really much. This will be a potpourri, be a lot of stuff. Why? Because I ain't got anything else to say. But I just came from, I don't know what it's called, Dollar General or something, and right at the checkout stand they had baseball cards. That took me back all the way to 1950 real quick. Yeah, we had you bought baseball cards, and they came with a square piece of bubble gum, and yeah, that was the gum was a treat, but collecting the cards was pretty neat too. And it seemed like they had other cards on airplanes and cars and stuff, but I could be wrong on that. It's been so long ago. But so anyway, I'm just reminiscing and driving at the same time. Believe it or not, I can do that. It's scary, isn't it? I can multitask, as in think and drive. So yeah, I also got me a 2-liter thing of Diet Dr. Pepper. Why? Well, because if you go in the little gas station thing, if you buy a drink, it's $1.08 for refills. But if you have your own cup, you get free ice. Well, you can buy a 2-liter jug of Diet Dr. Pepper at Dollar General or wherever, probably your grocery store too, for there they were $2. So is that a better deal? Hell yeah! It's free ice, and I don't drink soda water that often, but every now and then I just get the urge to have one, so to speak. And so anyway, I'm going to set my cruise here, slow her down a little bit. We'll set it right on 60 miles an hour. We're still averaging, right now it shows 5.5 miles per kilowatt hour, and that's kind of how you keep up with your stuff in an all-electric vehicle. It's not miles per gallon, it's miles per kilowatt hour, whatever. It all works out. It cost me about, wait a minute, is that right? I think it figures out, using my utility company, Rio Grande Electric, it figures out to be 3 cents a mile, which is, to go to Del Rio and back be 60 miles, be $1.80 of electricity, and that's a third of what it would have cost me in the Spark. Why am I telling you all this? Well, because I'm just trying to pull something out of the air here to talk about as I drive along. Because it's a kind of a, cloudy days like this don't bother me at all. It's just as pretty to me as a clear day, and so it's just another day, man. It's just you have no control over it, so enjoy the hand you're dealt, so to speak. But yeah, as we're driving towards Del Rio, there's big ranches on both sides of the road, and probably been in the same families for 100 years. Some of them, not all of them, but a few. But it's not. This road can be busy sometimes. It just depends on the day of the week, etc. Because, as I've mentioned a few times, Del Rio is right across the river, the Rio Grande River, from Acuna, which is about 230,000 people, and they come across the border to do a lot of stuff in the U.S. But anyway, here's to you, here's to me. I'm going to have a swallow of my old Dr. Pepper here and give me time to think. Come up with something. Yep. We got a little norther coming in today. This is Friday morning. I'll probably post this video either today or tomorrow. Why? I don't know. Just do, or just will. And yeah, we've got a cool front. It's supposed to be in the low 40s in the morning or mid 40s, whatever. And so that's a sign of fall weather in southwest Texas. Good sign, yeah, because it doesn't get really cool here in the winters. In fact, you could go a winter here in this area and not have had a freezing day, you know, as in a day below 32 degrees. Yeah, that's true. So, anyway, just cruising. I've said this many times too, but if they set the speed limit at 200 miles an hour, I am sure there are people that would try to do it, you know? They would try to go. I mean, because whatever the speed limit is, people always want to just barely exceed it, some more than others. But, you know, let's just say it's 70, then they're going to drive 75. Or if it's 80, they're going to drive 85. You know? So what I'm thinking is, if you want to cut all the crap out, do like they do on the Autobahn and just say, okay, whatever you can do it. You know, you got 3 lanes, you got the super fast, medium fast, and not so fast. Good day, guys. There's a guy on my bumper that's really weird, man. Why do I talk about people that run right up on my bumper? Well, I don't have a whole lot else to talk about, and it's kind of interesting anyway, because people's driving habits or characteristics are really interesting to me, in that these people that have those weird characteristics, you know, they are driving cars and they also vote and do other things. But for example, I mean, when I pulled out on the highway, you know, the speed limit's like 65 or whatever it is here. I'm driving 60. And anyway, I've been going a little bit, and here this guy comes and just runs right up on my bumper, or within a few feet. I can see his dashboard, and he just stayed there. And then, you know, I thought, well, he was going to pass because there was a chance to pass a couple of times, and he didn't. And now he's, or she, or it, or whatever it is. Maybe it's a self-driving car that hadn't learned how to drive yet, but he's back on the bumper. He comes up on the bumper and then backs off. You know, it could be that he has that adaptive, it's a new car, so he may have that adaptive cruise control, and you can set the distance that you want your car to maintain between you and the car in front of you. And so maybe he did that, I don't know, or she, or it, whatever. But anyway, it's just interesting to see, or you know, see what people do. Isn't this a biggie? You know, I remember when I worked at a newspaper years ago, there was a writer there, a freelance writer named Henry Wolf. He wrote a couple of books. Really an interesting guy, and really a good a journalist, really a good reporter. He had a column called Henry's Journal, and it was about stuff just going on in the area, in our 16 county area. And anyway, he said that, you know, all journalists at some point suffer from what is called writer's block. In other words, they just can't seem to get started. And people that do videos, YouTube creators, suffer from the same thing. And I was thinking back, how did he get out of the bind? You know, how did he get out of the loop of the writer's block? And what he did was he wrote a column about writer's block. Yeah, he talked about, you know, what happens and stuff. So that's what I'll do now. I'll talk about, now this guy's parking in a no passing area now. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. He had all those opportunities, and then he passes in a no passing zone. Oh, okay, enough said. Back to writers or creator video block. Yeah, what you got to do is what I'm doing now, and that's just do something, you know, just post a video and take the abuse. And again, you know, you guys already know that this is not the channel that's aspiring to be #1 on YouTube. I'm aspiring to have something to do and have you guys to chat with occasionally and enjoy my life the best I can. Yeah, because you know it's at my age, it's time to. Well, yeah, I've been doing my own thing for so long I can't even tell you. It's probably been 30 years, you know. So no complaints here, guys. So, but yeah, how does the soda water taste? I'll tell you just a minute. Pretty good, not bad. The ice is that kind of crunchy stuff, you know what I mean? I know you've heard that before too. So for all you guys that have money in 401ks, and I know a number of you probably do that are retired and you're having to do your required annual withdrawal every now and then, you know, the market's down 20% or whatever, and so I'm sure you're down anywhere from 20 to 30%, and you're looking at all that money that just evaporated. But just remember, that's just on paper. You know, I mean, you won't lose anything as long as you don't sell any shares, but that required annual withdrawal requires you to liquidate assets at a loss. But if you think back about how much you put in to the 401k over the, say, let's just say you worked for 30 years and that you put money into a 401k for 360 months, then let's just say you put in $200 a month. You may have put in more, whatever, but that's just an easy number. Then that means you put in $72,000. So if you get back more than $72,000, you're a winner. But you know, you can't. Could you live on $72,000 very long? One person could probably do pretty good, because you could put money in a CD now, probably get 5%, which would be $3,500 a year, $300 a month. You know, so you know that's not horrible. And then you can go with these T-bill things, you know, and get 8 or plus%, and you can get, you know, 4,000 or so. But yeah, you can't. It's hard to, you know. The only way to live off the interest generated or the income generated from your assets is you have to just have so damn much that it's spinning off more than you can spend, and that's what happens. And why am I on this topic? I don't know. I'm doing the writer's block thing. But you take some of these trusts. Some of these trusts have tens of millions of dollars in assets that are handled by banking, by trust, you know, bank and trust, or some other organization, and they get a fee based on however much revenue they generate from those assets. So it behooves them to keep the income coming in high, and what happens is the increase each year is distributed after expenses to the heirs. At some point, some of these trusts have been sending so much money to their heirs that the heirs can't spend it all, you know? Isn't that amazing? I even knew some people like that. They call them trust babies. There's millions of them, man. Millions and more every year, you know? I mean, just think of the trust funds that have been set up by Elon Musk and Bill Gates, and I'm sure others, you know, multi-billionaires. You know, you set up a trust and fund it with, say, 20 million, which is chump change at that level. You know, will that spin off some money? Yeah, I believe it will. Why don't I set up a trust? If I do, I'm going to set up, and the name of that trust is I Trust Me. Okay? I mean, I'm going to handle my own stuff. You know, that's something else I mentioned. I see every now and then somebody leaves a comment that they claim that either they are a financial advisor or they know someone that is super great, and all you got to do is put in $100 with them, and the next day they'll send you $100,000 back. Well, if you remember the good guy in New York City years ago named Bernie Madoff, a catchy name, Madoff, because he made off with all the money, and so yeah, whenever you turn your assets over to anyone else, whether it's a financial advisor or whatever, doesn't matter. What I say about that is, when it comes to money, in my opinion, trust no one. I guarantee you. Because if it's a fee-based financial planner, you got a chance. If it's a commission-based financial planner, you haven't got a prayer. Why? Because they're going to convert your assets into commissions as fast as they can. Yeah, because that's what it's all about, man. It's got, follow the flow of the money. And banks, as far as certificates of deposit, they're okay. That's probably about as safe as you can get, as long as the bank you're dealing with is a member of the Federal Depositors Insurance Corporation, which is FDIC, or whatever insurance corporation they are. They also have one for credit unions, and so as long as it's covered, up to the amount you invest or more, then you're good. Yeah, you can sleep good at night with that. The old adage, the higher the yield, the higher the return on your investment, the riskier the investment is. That's very true. If someone tells you they've got a deal that you put in money into, and you can get an annual return of 20%, that is a very high risk investment. I don't care, unless, now if you have inside information, even though that's not legal in some cases, then possibly, but you can get as good a return investing yourself if you're careful. Real estate's a good shot, and other things maybe. I don't know. As far as the stock market, I made a little money out of it, but not much. I mean, I could have. I got caught in the internet bubble, and I had Yahoo stock, I had Amazon, I had a little Google, and if I'd have held on to all of those and the number of shares that I had without panicking and selling, if I'd have held on to them when they dropped all the way down to almost zero, today I'd be a multi-millionaire. But you can't, if you can't stand the heat, don't go in the kitchen, and that's what happened. So what has that got to do with the price of turnips in Guatemala? Not a damn thing. Let me get across this noisy bridge here. But be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a potpourri of topics in one video, a special today, trying to get away from creator's block. Well, I really don't suffer from creator's block. I'll do a damn video of anything, like you can tell from this. This is just a general conversation between me and my viewers, subscribers, whoever, and yeah, we're just chilling out here and enjoying life. Everybody else can take a hike, whatever. The trolls can go trolling. So guys, from On the Road, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. Or I may not even post this video, I'm not sure. But yeah, enjoy your life. Keep your health, very important. And stand guard at the door of your mind. Focus on positive. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you think about it. Drink plenty of water, that's good for you. Anyway, bye-bye, guys.